Hello students, now we will discuss the force exerted by the jet on the moving plates after discussing the cases of a fixed plates. Okay, next point is force exerted by the jet on the moving flat plate or flat vane. Now what happens is the vane, which is a flat and vertical, for example this case, it is a normal vane or vertical vane, normal to the jet, perpendicular to the jet. This vane has some initial velocity in the x direction, and that is small u. It is represented by small u, and the nozzle is always fixed. Remember, the nozzle is always fixed in position, and it will produce the jet with some absolute velocity, capital V. So the absolute velocity of jet is capital V, produced by the nozzle, which is always stationary, which is always fixed in position, while the plate has some initial velocity, small u. Okay, and that too it is moving in x direction away from the jet. Okay, so this is our given situation. So moving flat plate held normal to the jet. Consider a jet of water with a velocity capital V striking a flat vertical plate, which is a normal plate, means perpendicular, and which is moving with a uniform velocity u away from the jet, as shown in figure. Assume that the plate is smooth and loss of energy due to impact is 0, so that the incoming velocity on the plate is equal to outgoing velocity of the plate. With these assumptions, okay, the jet strikes the plate with a relative velocity. Okay, now since this is a case of a moving plate, the jet will not strike with its absolute velocity. Rather, the impact of the jet will take place with a relative velocity, that is equal to the absolute velocity of jet minus absolute velocity of the plate of the vane. So V minus U. Okay, clear this? This is very important. Jet will strike always with the relative velocity V minus U. Now this is the case of a single moving plate. So for a single moving plate, the mass of water striking the plate per second is calculated as rho into area of the jet into velocity with which the jet strikes the plate. As we know, this is the case of a single moving plate. The velocity of impact is relative velocity V minus U. So mass flow rate is given as rho A into V minus U. Okay, thus we apply impulse momentum principle to evaluate the force exerted by the jet on the plate, of course in the direction of jet, that is x direction. So Fx is equal to, this is our impulse momentum equation, mass flow of jet per unit time into initial velocity before impact V1x minus final velocity of jet after impact V2x, where V1x is initial velocity of jet before impact, V1x is relative velocity V minus U, and V2x final velocity after impact will be 0. Why 0? Because after the impact the jet gets diverted, as you see here. After the impact the jet gets diverted, deflected by 90 degree. So after impact there is no flow in the x direction, that's why it is 0. So V2x is 0. So finally Fx put here Fx is equal to rho A V minus U. This is mass flow rate multiplied by V1x is V minus U minus V2x is 0. So the formula of force exerted in direction of jet, Fx is equal to rho A V minus U bracket square. Okay, work done per second. Now this is important. The work done per second by the force due to jet on the plate is equal to force exerted into the distance in the direction of force divided by time. See, in our earlier cases we discussed force exerted by the jet on the stationary plates. There the plates were stationary, that's why the distance moved by the plate was 0 in all cases. Now we are discussing the moving plates condition. So the distance is moved by the plate actually, right? So distance moved by the plate per unit time is nothing but the velocity of the plate. So the uniform velocity, initial velocity of the plate is small u. Therefore work done by the force on the plate is Fx into u, Fx into velocity of the plate. This is very simple formula from mechanics. So rho A V minus U bracket square into U. This is the formula of a work done by the force on the plate. The unit of this will be Newton meter. The unit of force is Newton. So therefore unit of work done is Newton meter. Okay. This is a note. Practically this case is not feasible because the nozzle is fixed and the distance between the nozzle and the plate will go on increasing. This we will cover in a series of plate cases. There you will understand very well. Now we move on to case number 2, that is moving flat plate held inclined to the jet. So this is as we have seen in an earlier case, this is the inclined flat plate, but it has a motion in a x direction, that is u meter per second. This is a fixed nozzle that produces a jet with absolute velocity capital V. The inclination between the jet direction and the surface of the plate on lower side is theta. Okay. So the jet will impact on the plate effectively with the relative velocity, that is V minus U. Okay, that will cause the impact. After impact, the jet will flow along the tangential direction to the inclined surface. So that is by V minus U velocity. The incoming velocity is V minus U. After impact, outgoing velocity is also V minus U, because we have assumption of a smooth plate and assumption that there is no impact loss. Okay. Further we define the normal direction to the plate. So this dashed line represents normal direction of the plate. Okay, perpendicular to the plate. So this is a figure showing a fluid jet striking on an inclined plate which is moving with uniform velocity in the direction of jet. Please note, away from the jet. Plate is moving away from the jet. Let capital V is absolute velocity of jet, small u is velocity of plate in the direction of jet away from the jet, small a is cross sectional area of jet, that is pi by 4 t square, theta is angle between jet and the plate. Now effective relative velocity with which the jet strikes the plate is V minus U, absolute velocity of jet minus absolute velocity of the plate, V minus U. This is the effective velocity of the impact, that is nothing but relative velocity of the jet with respect to the plate. Therefore mass of fluid striking the plate per second, now it is a single moving plate, so it is rho A into relative velocity, V minus U. Thus we try to write down the force exerted by the jet on the plate in the direction normal to the plate. Okay, we always write impulse momentum equation in the normal direction. So normal to the plate is Fn. The force Fn is equal to, this is impulse momentum equation applied in the normal direction of the plate. So Fn is equal to mass of fluid per second multiplied by initial velocity of jet in normal direction, that is V1n, minus final velocity of jet in normal direction, that is V2n, where V1n is nothing but V minus u sin theta and V2n is 0. So for this, let us see the velocity resolution triangle. So this is a velocity resolution triangle. This is our inclined flat plate. This is the vector representing relative velocity of a jet in a horizontal direction. So that is V minus u. Okay. This inclination between the jet and the plate is theta. So what we do, we resolve this relative velocity of a jet before impact along normal direction of a plate and tangential direction of a plate. So this is tangential direction. So in a normal direction, the component of this V minus u will be V minus u sin theta in the normal direction. How? Because this theta angle will go inside this rectangle triangle of a velocity vectors. Therefore, this normal velocity vector is V minus u sin theta before impact, right? After the impact, the water flows along the surface of the plate. So after impact, there is no jet flow in the normal direction. So that's why it is 0. So therefore, V1n is V minus u sin theta. V2n is 0, since there is no jet flow after impact in normal direction. Correct? So substitute in this formula. So Fn is equal to mass flow rate rho a V minus u into V1n into bracket V1n minus V2n. So V1n is V minus u sin theta minus 0. So thus formula of a normal force exerted by jet on a moving inclined plate, Fn is equal to rho a V minus u bracket square sin theta. Simple. In a stationary plate, the formula was rho a V minus V square sin theta. If you remember our case of a impact of jet on stationary inclined plate, formula was rho a V square sin theta. For a moving inclined plate, formula is rho a V minus u bracket square sin theta. Now we further write the components of this normal force in the direction of the jet, that is x direction, and normal to the jet direction, that is nothing but y direction. So what we are trying to do now, we just now derived normal force Fn. Okay, this is just now derived normal force Fn acting on the inclined plane. This is perpendicular. Now we will resolve this normal force in the direction of the jet, that is Fx, and perpendicular normal to the jet, that is Fy. So again we have to construct this force triangle. Okay, this inclination is theta, so this becomes a right angle triangle. So therefore Fx is nothing but Fn sin theta, Fy is nothing but Fn cos theta, because this theta angle will go inside this right angle triangle. You have to construct this force triangle, okay, and make a simple trigonometric analysis, and you will be able to resolve this. So Fx is equal to Fn sin theta. So this is equal to, substitute here Fn formula, rho a V minus u bracket square sin theta into sin theta. So final formula is Fx is equal to rho a v minus u bracket square sin square theta. Similarly, Fy is equal to Fn cos theta. So Fy is finally rho a v minus u bracket square sin theta cos theta. So these are two formulae for Fx and Fy. But our plate is moving in x direction. So therefore, the work done by the jet on the plate W is calculated as the component of the force responsible for the motion of plate in x direction is Fx multiplied by the distance moved by the plate per unit time is small u, right? So Fx into u gives you work done by the jet on the plate. So this is equal to rho a v minus u bracket square sin square theta into u. Please note, we don't take Fy component to calculate rate of work done by the jet on the plate. Okay, why Fy is not considered? Because the plate is not moving in, it doesn't have a motion in y direction, it has a motion in x direction. So that's why Fx component is taken. So the unit of this equation will be Newton into meter per second. So it is Newton meter per second. So it is nothing but rate of work done. Okay. Thank you.